What's up people, welcome to another Arcane afternoon. The Elderwoods expansion is out and in this video I will be showing you everything that you need to know about it. So they added 2 new maps to the Elderwoods, but to be able to access the new maps you first need to do the new story quests. I already did them, you pretty much only have to kill bosses in the Elderwoods maps to do all of the story quests. So there's 2 confusing quests. For one of them you have to equip 3 pieces of the expedition set. You can just buy it from the auction, and after you equipped it you have to talk to this NPC Dal, and then you will get the next story quest, and right after you can sell the expedition pieces in the auction again. And then there's one more confusing quest, and it's the Abad Death quest. And for this one you have to find an NPC which is called Larissa, and Larissa you find in the Ashes Forest right at this tree here. So when you looted this tree the NPC Larissa will spawn. So I already did the quest, so the NPC is not spawning anymore. And even if the NPC didn't spawn for you, you can just keep remapping until you get it. So after you did all of the story quests, you can now enter the 2 new maps. The first new map you enter at the end of Ashes Forest here at the green campfire. Here you get put into the first new map, and this map looks really cool. So here you just go through the mobs and you're already at the boss, and this map is pretty easy to clear. Let's quickly kill the boss and then you can see how much gold we get from the boss. And we got 50,000 gold from the boss, and here you can already see that the gold drops are not that good. From the chests you get 8,000 and 13,000 gold, so it's really not worth it to farm these maps. But before I talk more about the new maps, let's quickly have a look at the second new map. So the second new map you find in the Blue Abyss, the 4th Elderwoods map. So one more thing, if you struggle with the poison a lot with these poison pools, you can see my poison bar is full. But now I use my Arcane Bubo AA and you can see the poison is fully gone. Arcane Bubo is the only AA that fully removes all of the toxins. So this is a really useful AA for these Elderwoods maps. So another way to clear the poison is just having a full B set. Every time you kill a mob with a full B set, you have a 15% chance to remove all of the poison. So let me equip my B set and kill a few mobs and you will see the poison fully disappeared. So it's really easy with a full B set. You don't need Arcane Bubo for these maps, but it can still be useful. So here's the boss and you can already see the entrance to the new map. Let me quickly kill the boss and now we can enter the new map. Here again, you cannot enter the map if you don't have the impermeable set, and this set you get from the story quests. So it's a helmet and it's a armor. You need to equip them to be able to enter the new map. So let's go in there. So this is the new map, and here in this map you have to wear the impermeable set. As soon as I equip another set, so like this, look how much damage I take. I pretty much die one hit. So you really have to wear the impermeable set, otherwise you will just die. So this is not really a problem for all of the mobs. The mobs are pretty weak, so you can clear this pretty easily. So here's the boss, and I will just only attack without any procs, right? So because I cannot switch off of the set, right? And look at the damage I do. I pretty much have the best damage set in the entire game. I even have a rust bow which just got buffed and does a lot of damage. So I have 48,000 damage with this set, and I still do no damage to this boss. So it takes forever to kill this boss, and if you just get hit once by any of his attacks you die one hit. So this boss is a really big problem for rogues, and the sad part is it's only for rogues. All of the other classes can easily kill this boss solo. I can show you. I'll just hit a few Nox Bolt on the boss for ticks. Now I try to quickly switch to my proc set and go back, but I'm just one hit. So I can't, even for 1 second, I can't even switch to my damage set to proc my gear so I have more damage. So let me quickly go back here so I can explain why this map is so unfair for rogues. For example, mages now with the shield skill have 3.5 seconds invulnerability. So mages can just, for example, use a fireball and other tick skills and then use their shield skill, then quickly go to their proc set. What the fuck, why is this boss hitting me? So they can use their shield skill and then proc all the gears, quickly go to their Kraken set, proc all of the gears, and then go back to their damage set with the impermeable set and then easily kill the boss because they have all of the procs from their other sets and they didn't die because of the shield skill. So us rogues, I cannot switch off of my impermeable set. As soon as I do it, I die. See, my armor did proc, but I died. So there's just no time to do this. And mages with their shield skill can easily just proc all of the gears, go back and kill the boss solo. And if I tried to kill this boss, it would take minutes to kill this boss. For warriors, it gets even crazier with the warrior ultimates, because with the warrior ultimate, you have 15 seconds invulnerability. And with the warrior heal, you also have, I think, 4.5 seconds invulnerability. So for warriors, it's even easier. Warriors can super easily pretty much one-shot this boss with all of their procs. And for rogues, I cannot do anything, even with the best damage set. The only way I can really consistently kill this boss is just by dying and then using 5 anks, because with 5 anks here, I get 15 seconds invulnerability. So basically, here I can show you how it would be for mages and warriors, because you have a few seconds invulnerability. So you go in here, you just proc all of your gears here, if you're mage and warrior, and then you go on your impermeable set, just like this, look. And that's how easy it is to clear for mages and warriors, because you can get all of your procs off easily in 3 seconds, and mages and warriors can do this super easily. Only rogues don't have any invincibility, and that's why I cannot clear this map. And that's why rogues cannot clear this map, and it's super unfair. Now that you say it, I can't even switch to my gold loot set because I don't have the impermeable set on it and I die. If you want a gold loot set, you would have to put the impermeable set on here as well. So you would have 100% gold loot less than your normal gold loot set. And this would be the only way you can use gold loot in this map. For warriors, you might not need the impermeable set because you have 15 seconds plus the heal skill, so you have like 20 seconds in vulnerability, and then you don't even need the impermeable set, and you can just use your normal gold loot set. So here I'm on my mage, and I can quickly show you for the skill. Here for the shield skill, you get 2 seconds invulnerability, and with the upgrade you get another 1.5 seconds. So you just want to throw your fireball and maybe your clock, just some tick skills on the boss. Then you charge your shield and switch to your proc set, proc your gears and attack, proc all your gears, and then go back to your impermeable set with your damage set, and then you can easily kill the boss with all of your procs. And you can also use curse for extra damage. And here quickly for my warrior, here you can just use the heal skill, and the heal skill has 3 seconds invulnerability, and with the upgrade another 1.5 seconds. So you have 4.5 seconds, which is easily enough to proc all of your gears. And if that's not even enough for you, you can also use the Rage ultimate, or you can use the Immortal ultimate. The Immortal ultimate is really underrated. It gives 3 times strength and 15 seconds invulnerability. So warriors have by far the 2 best ultimates in the entire game. The Rage ultimate already gives you unlimited damage and pretty much unlimited HP. And if that's not enough HP, maybe for this map it won't be, then you can still use the Immortal ultimate, which gives you 3 times strength and 15 seconds complete invulnerability. This ultimate was also used by warriors in the temple event, where warriors could just get unlimited amounts of points and waves just because of this ultimate. So this new poison map is super unbalanced. It's super easy for warriors to clear this map. For mages, it's also pretty easy. Only rogues get completely killed in this new map and can't do anything. So they really need to do some balancing here, because it's just not fair to all of the rogues. And these 2 ultimates, by the way, should have gotten nerfed right after the last temple event, but the developers still haven't nerfed these ultimates. The Rage ultimate should have gotten nerfed to 4 times strength for 15 seconds, and the Immortal ultimate should have gotten nerfed to like 2 times strength and like 10 seconds invulnerability. But anyway, so let's have a look at the crafting, because there is actually a new jewel, and this new jewel gives you pretty much 19 decks, so 19 primary stats. So these crafting materials you get from the new maps. So the burning cosmic shell you get from the fire map, from the first one. The radiant corruption you get from the poison map, and the meteor shard you get from Hidu. And if you look at the auction price, they are already down to 3 million each. And this is really crazy, because if you consider that literally nobody in the entire game is playing these maps right now, and it's already down to 3 million, and the developers will for sure buff the gold drops from these new maps. And just imagine everyone starts farming these new maps just like Rahab and Hidu, then all of these crafting materials will probably drop easily below 1 million, and then these jewels will get super cheap. So these jewels give 19 primary stat and flawless jewels only give 15, so these are pretty much corrupted jewels. And this is just super unfair for long-term players like me. I've been playing Arcane Legends since 2013, and this account I made in 2016, and I've been playing this game pretty much non-stop. And I'm a super rich player in this game, right? And I only have 8 flawless jewels right now. And now they just add new jewels which give 19 primary stat and will probably be really cheap whenever they buff the gold drops from the new maps. So I think this is super unfair for long-term players like me. And you also shouldn't forget, I pretty much got gifted billions of gold just from the temple events. I just did one run, like 30 minutes on one account, got first place, second place, third place, like just with multiple accounts. I got all of the temple placements and got billions of golds at the temple events, and I still only have 8 flawless jewels, and now they want to add new jewels which give 19 primary stat, which pretty much everyone can get for free. I think this is just super unfair, and they really need to consider maybe nerfing the drop rate for these crafting materials, but they really should buff the gold drops from these new maps by a lot. So this jewel is now the 3rd best jewel in the entire game. The recipe you can, by the way, buy from the token vendor in the town. The only 2 jewels that are better than the new jewel is the corrupted jewel, which gives 22.5 primary stat and is about 150 million gold, I think. And of course, since the last event, the Viromir Castle Stone, which gives you about 50 primary stat. So the new jewel, the Viromir jewel, gives you more than twice as much as the corrupted jewel, and the new jewel is so broken. So this jewel, at least you can only use one of them on your entire set because they're not stackable. So you get 10 primary stat and 2.5 crit damage guaranteed. And 2.5 crit damage is the same damage as 40 primary stat. So this jewel gives you 50 primary stat and is more than twice as good as a corrupted jewel. So this jewel is really cheap right now because it dropped from the Stronghold Siege event that just ended. Right now it's still 40 million, but I'm sure this jewel will go up possibly into the hundreds of millions. So you really should buy one of these as long as it's cheap, because it gives you just so much damage with the crit damage. And you can of course also consider buying one of these for an investment. These jewels will just go up because they are not removable, so they will just be less and less in the game. And there's also a 1% chance for a Furious Castle Stone, which is even better than this jewel. And then you could actually also use 2 of these jewels on your gear, because the Furious Castle Stone is a different jewel than the normal version. So there's also arcane jewels which you can craft, and these jewels you can only unlock after you did all of the story quests. After you did all of the story quests, you will get a weekly quest, and in this weekly quest, I didn't fully record it, I only recorded after I killed all of the mobs. You can get one of these crafting materials every week, so basically after 3 weeks you can get one of these arcane jewels for free. So one of these jewels gives you 15% ultimate charge rate in Elderwoods, one of them gives you 10% ultimate charge rate in Elderwoods, and one of them gives you 10% leech in Elderwoods. These jewels are also tradable, so you can sell them. Right now I don't think there's any use for these jewels. I don't think you need charge rate or leech in any of the Elderwoods maps, but maybe in the future we will get another expansion in the Elderwoods, and then you might need the ultimate charge rate. But because you can pretty much get these jewels for free every 3 weeks, I'm pretty sure these jewels will get really cheap. So you really don't need to rush it and get these jewels quick. They will get really cheap in auction. So there's one more thing about the 2 new maps that you can loot, and it's this Poison Wisp. Beta Beast already looted this Poison Wisp, probably from the Poison map. And this makes me think that you can probably also loot some type of Fire Wisp from the other map. And it seems to be really rare. I think it's called Poison, so we can maybe check an auction if there's any in the auction yet. And there's none. So it's probably really rare, and if you loot one of these early, you can probably get a lot of gold for these as well. So yeah, this is it with the whole expansion. I think they really need to buff the gold drops from the new maps by a lot. So from the fire map, they need to increase the gold drops. Probably they need to double it for it to be worth to farm. And they should really consider nerfing the drop rate for the crafting materials for the jewels. And for the poison map, they really need to do something, because only rogues cannot farm this map properly, which is really unfair. But this is it with the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
it low, 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 low.